Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, and today I'm going to be bringing you a review of Suicide Squad, the newest movie from DC Comics. So let's jump right into the story. So the story here is that it takes place, months after Batman v Superman, and basically the government is trying to figure out what to do if another Superman came along, but he was evil. So you can kind of see that in the trailers. They're kind of discussing that. And Amanda Waller comes in, and she says that she's putting together a team of rogues that that basically she can contort to her will and go and fight people that the military can't, basically. So that's the basic story. Let's get into the characters. There's a lot of characters. It's an ensemble cast. I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as possible. Also, sorry, my hair is a little weird today, but when is it ever weird? Not the point. Characters. Let's go with characters. Alright, so the first character we have up that I want to talk about is Amanda Waller. And it's a very interesting character because this is a cold-hearted lady, basically. She is not scared of these villains at all. And it's really interesting how ruthless she can be. So I really liked her. And she was played by Viola Davis, I believe. So yeah. Great character. Going into the Suicide Squad themselves, you have Will Smith as Deadshot, pretty much being Will Smith, but it's fun. So then you got Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie, who plays Harley Quinn, did really well. She really brought out the crazy and everything. And then you kind of get into some of the lesser ones. Killer Croc is good. He doesn't really get a lot of screen time. Diablo tries to really have character development, I guess, and it is pretty interesting. Again, not a lot of screen time, but. And then there are some others. Captain Boomerang, really isn't on screen enough to really care about him. Same goes with Katana and so yeah. The only other character on the squad that gets a lot of screen time is Rick Flag, and he's basically the army guy that's keeping a watch on the Suicide Squad. I don't know what this was. Not important. Alright, so that's basically the main cast. There are two other characters. There's the Enchantress and the Joker. Enchantress is okay, I suppose. Doesn't really get too much screen time and is just there, really. Well, she's not just there. She does have an important role, which you will see if you watch the movie. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously it didn't leave a big impression on me. So the other character is the Joker. Joker is not the villain, by the way. The villain is someone completely different I don't want to talk about because that would be really spoilery. For the villain, I'll just say, not that interesting, I suppose. Could have been more interesting, maybe just needed some more screen time, I guess. Which is something that I should say, because we're about to talk about the Joker, is that there was a lot of stuff that was cut from this movie. So there could have been more with the villain, but for what we got, I thought, whatever. Kind of the same way with Joker. Joker is not on screen as much as the villain is, or the heroes are. So honestly, it's an interesting take on the Joker. It's very different from Jack Nicholson or Mark Hamill or even Heath Ledger's Joker. So it's interesting, and again, because we don't get a lot of the Joker, there's just not too much to talk about him. I thought for the role that he had in this movie, he was okay, but I think we need to see more of him, see maybe an origin or something, and see how he relates to Batman. Don't know why I just did that. No, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I feel like we just need to see more of this Joker before I can really give an opinion. But for what he had in this movie, I thought he was okay. So that's characters. We're going to move on to cinematography and special effects. Cinematography, I thought, was really good. The movie was directed and written by, I think David Ayer is his name. If I got that wrong, name's like here. So, but yeah, it's not like Man of Steel or Batman v Superman, because it's not directed by Zack Snyder. You can really tell that this is not a Zack Snyder movie, and it's not written by David Goyer. So you can tell that it's very different from the first two movies in this cinematic universe. But I thought it worked really well. I thought a lot of the shots were really good. Some of the effects could have been a touch better, especially on the villains. But for the most part, special effects and cinematography are really good. There's one thing that really stands out to me is occasionally Diablo, because he can create fire. He's a firebender, basically. He actually creates images like on his hand in fire, and I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, that's cinematography and special effects. Music and sound. Sound design right off the bat was really good. Yeah, not much to say about that. Sound design, really solid. Music, you might notice if you watch this movie that there are like 8 million different songs, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that you're going to notice there's a ton of different songs in this. So I don't know, maybe they were trying to beat the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, but yeah, so that's music and sound. Jump scares, there are no jump scares really. Not really. Most of them, okay, let me try this again. There are no jump scares, but there might be a couple moments that catch you off guard. But those moments that could possibly make you jump, it's very easy to spot them. Like, things will just be going along and like nothing's happening and there's just an explosion. So that might like get you to just go, but it's really nothing. There's no like giant monster. It's not like Killer Croc just comes out and just has a jump scare. So movie length. This is the movie length. It didn't really feel long. It didn't feel short. It felt a decent length. Like, it could have gone on a little bit longer, and I probably would have been okay, or if it gone too long, I would have started checking my watch, obviously. But it wasn't too short to where I was like, oh, it's over already? So yeah, it's a decent movie length. I feel like it could have gone maybe an extra 15 minutes. Put some more Joker in there, put some more character development. But for what we got, it was pretty good. After credits scene, I will go ahead and tell you. I'm not going to say what the after credits scene is, but there is an after credits scene after the initial credits. I at least know. And by initial credits, I mean like all the fancy credits, when it just says like Will Smith and Jared Leto. And so after the initial credits, there is a scene, and it's okay. I didn't stick around to see if there was a scene after all the credits, so yeah. Generally, this is where I'd go into spoilers, but there's not a lot to spoil with this movie. Nothing big or fancy, so yeah. That's honestly basically about it, except, of course, it's final verdict time, and just to say this, there are a lot of points where the writing isn't the best, honestly. It's really interesting. Some of the writing doesn't make sense. Some of the writing is really good. Some of the story doesn't make sense. Some of the story is really good. But the thing that keeps this movie going are the characters. The characters are all they're all really good, except maybe the villain, and we didn't get enough of Joker for me to form too much of an opinion on him. I thought the Joker was okay for this movie and what we had, but we're going to need more of him so that I can judge this Joker. But basically the casting is really decent, and the characters and some of the lines they're given do make this a more fun movie than Batman v Superman or Man of Steel, because there's humor in this. So, a great concept for DC. So, if you're looking for the greatest movie ever made, you're not going to go see Suicide Squad. You will have already known, just by looking at Suicide Squad, that it's not going to be that movie. But if you want a fun movie, just a fun comic book movie, you should go see Suicide Squad, if you haven't already. I know I do these a week after the movies actually come out, but it's just what happens. And I do that because I don't really like crowds. Maybe someday I'll get over that. But at Suicide Squad, it was a big crowd a week later. So yeah, that's except I haven't given you an actual rating. So everything I said gives this a rating. I'm going to give this a B-, because it's not really C-worthy. It's close to, I'd say it's close to there, but it's the characters and the lines they're given that propel this up to a B. So we have B-. It's a fun movie. If you want a fun movie, go see it. If you want the greatest comic book movie, go watch Civil War again or something else. I don't know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, here's the thing, this is the last movie I'm seeing for a while. Generally, when school starts back up, I go to college and stuff, I don't generally see movies in the theater. The next movie I plan to go see is Doctor Strange. That's in November. And then after that, I want to go see Rogue One, Star Wars story, in December. So yeah, so there's not really going to be movie reviews until November, but I'm still going to try new video every Sunday, and hopefully this got out on Sunday. I'm recording this on Sunday, so I saw Suicide Squad yesterday on Saturday. No one cares, but so yeah, I'm going to try to put out a new video every Sunday, whether it's, a stupid little video or something completely different. There's some stuff I'm working on, kind of a big project that I'm working on, and then small things I'm working on. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of videos I could be making for the channel for the new video that's going to come out every Sunday here on 7th Hour Films. If you want to stay up to date with me, you can subscribe. You can go down to the description, link to social media in the description. You can leave a comment on this video, whether you liked or disliked this movie, or if you have any suggestions of videos I can do in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys later.